Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Very Cold Lasagna. I am your filthy casual host, Dylan Lasagna, and welcome to this little extra for the podcast. It's like a little mini-sode because in this one, we're going to be talking about the WWE Monday Night Raw premiere on Netflix. So, yeah, this is the very first episode of Monday Night Raw that isn't on television. Yeah, it's on streamings. Yeah. So, it's a little weird. It's a little weird when funny story. I went to go on my TV to check out Monday Night Raw, and then it wasn't on my TV anymore. And yeah, I forgot that it was on Netflix now. So I went to go watch it. I went to go watch it. I actually went to go watch it on there. So yeah, this Raw on Netflix was hyped up. It was like talked about, and well, let me just ask you: did you watch it? Did you know it was gonna be on Netflix? I hope you knew it was on Netflix, but I digress. Like, this was talked about so much in the last couple months since WWE announced it last year, ironically, that it was moving on to Netflix, and yeah, a couple of days ago was the day that this day would be coming, that Raw was going to be on Netflix. So enough of the jibber jabber. And I know this review is late, out of date, a couple days late, but we're finally here to talk about the Monday Night Raw on Netflix. So the show starts off with this video package of, introducing Monday Night Raw in its history, and even uses some outside terms, like some insider terms, like face, heel, shoot. I'm not sure why exactly they did that. Why are you exposing the business? Protect kayfabe for a little bit? I don't know. But it sets the stage for a little introduction, a little cold open by none other than the attention hog, Triple H, your CEO. And then rises up is this big, giant white curtain. And he's revealed, and he basically introduces everyone to Monday Night Raw. So basically, he's like, "Welcome to Monday Night Raw on Netflix." Sorry, I'm trying to do it, but my throat hurts right now from doing a lot of talking. But anyway, so basically it introduces Monday Night Raw, talking about it on it being on Netflix now, being broadcast for the first time, simulcast worldwide, because, well, on the West Coast, normally it would be tape delayed on TV. So I guess the positive for it now is that you can watch it at the same time as everyone else. So that's good. That's good now. So after Triple H cuts a promo saying, "Are you ready for Raw on Netflix?" The real show starts with "If Yes Man" with The Rock, the final boss. It's gonna be Dwayne Rules. Out comes The Rock. The crowd is going wild. The Intuit Dome is rumbling, which, by the way, I think it looks pretty nice. Yes, even as a Golden State Warriors fan, I'd say the Intuit Dome is like a mini SoFi Stadium, on the inside at least. The wall, I'd say it's an interesting concept. But enough of that. So The Rock comes out, he cuts a promo, which is a very weird promo. It's basically him just chilling out for Netflix, because, well, the Netflix people are there, like right in front of him. And then, yeah, he's just basically him talking about Netflix, the history of Raw, the history of his family. And then he goes on to praise Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. And him praising Cody Rhodes was very weird because this is the same guy that, last year he was beating up Cody Rhodes on the way to WrestleMania for that tag team match, especially, with all that, Rock stealing Cody's spot, and then, the "we want Cody" stuff. I just found that very weird. But anyway, yeah, this promo was very odd. He even hugged Cody on the way out. And then that was after he revealed that he's going to be watching this opening match very closely. And I don't know, this promo felt like The Rock retconning his final boss character, or it was also felt he was that, or him faking us out like this is all like some fake good guy, fake babyface guy, because he was just like high-fiving people, even though he was already doing that as the final boss anyway last year. And then he was hugging Cody, and he was even drinking with Cody. I just found that very weird. So then you get to the opening match, which was tribal combat between Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Basically, tribal combat's like no disqualification. It's just a fancy term for the bloodline. So this match was a solid opening match to kick off the show. With these bloodline matches, it tends to be very slow, which I'm kind of don't like. I wish Roman would change it up a little bit, but nonetheless, it starts off very slow, methodical, but it picked up. It picked up after Roman Reigns put Solo through a table with a power bomb, which Michael Cole called the last ride, which was kind of odd, but okay, I'll take it. And then you can't have a bloodline match without bloodline shenanigans, because out comes Tama Tonga pulling out the first referee. Yes, I said first because there's multiple referees, because yeah, that's a bloodline match for you. So out comes the rest of the Timu bloodline, minus the famous Tonga Loa, because he's injured. So Jacob Fatu comes out, and they all attack Roman Reigns. Jacob Fatu hits the fatuiest moonsault ever, and then Samoan Spike from Solo Sikoa. But then the second referee comes in, Roman Reigns kicks out, and then here comes the rest of the OG bloodline, Sami Zayn and Jimmy Uso, minus Jay, because he has a match later on. And then they duke it out. And then Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns team up to hit a haluva kick and a spear. But then Solo kicks out. So things become a little bit more interesting. And both bloodlines brawl it out at ringside. They go to the back. And then all out of nowhere, Kevin Owens comes out because, well, he has a score to settle with Roman Reigns for his beef, his past issues with the bloodline. He gives Roman Reigns a stunner, and Roman Reigns kicks out of that stunner. And then out comes Cody Rhodes. He brawls with Kevin Owens in the back to the crowd, and then Roman Reigns eventually wins this match with 2 spears to Solo, and yeah, he gets back what's rightfully his, the Ula Fala, pal, and the recognition as the real, true, tried and true tribal chief, the OTC, and yeah, solid match, and the ending was the most important. Roman Reigns gained back what's his, but again, going back to this post-match stuff being very weird. Like, as Paul Heyman was about to give Roman Reigns the Ula Fala, presents it to him, The Rock comes out. The Rock comes out, like, in the background, and then he comes to the ring, and then Paul Heyman's like, hey, Rock. And then Rock is like, let me do this one, Paul. And then he presents the Ula Fala himself to Roman. And then we all think to ourselves, shit, is Rock gonna actually do it? Is Rock gonna actually turn on Roman Reigns? Is he gonna go back to the dark side? No more fake corporate Dwayne. But no, he actually, lets Roman have his limelight. He actually gets everyone to acknowledge him, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I found that to be very interesting, to say the least, because there was like nothing after it. I thought this was a major missed opportunity from the WWE, and I just felt like there's no hook, like a missed opportunity for a hook to set up, the match that it should be happening at WrestleMania in Vegas in a couple months. Like, I get it, the Netflix executives are there. They probably want something that that WWE wants something else instead, but to present Dwayne as this good guy, a corporate guy, I don't know what they're trying to go for here. But I don't know. I just felt like this was a missed opportunity to have The Rock turn on Roman Reigns and be revealed as the true mastermind behind the Timu bloodline, stealing the Ula Fala, and then The Rock takes the Ula Fala for himself and reveal he is the true tribal chief. And if Roman wants to come and get it, then he's got to take it from him. And that sets up Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania. So, I don't know, man. I don't know how they set this up from here. I'll give it to at least the Royal Rumble. But if The Rock doesn't show up at the Royal Rumble, then I don't know. I think The Rock's not going to do a WrestleMania. Like, I truly don't. Because I don't know what The Rock could possibly do if he wrestles. Like, him and Cody Rhodes, like, I don't think that's a possibility because of, like, what they did on the episode, on the Netflix premiere. And, like, how would they do Rock versus Roman if they didn't really leave anyone on a hook? I just find that really weird. That they set it up that way. Like, oh, I'm going to present you with the Ula Fala. There you go. And then let's just let you angel back there. Who knows? Maybe Rock does have a plan, like he revealed on NXT. Although not really too much detail. But we'll see. I'll give it until the Royal Rumble. And if The Rock's not there, then, yeah, we're not getting The Rock at WrestleMania. It's unfortunate, man. You can only hold off The Rock versus Roman for so long. Like, you had like two chances to do it. And it's like 3 strikes and you're out. If you don't get it done this WrestleMania, then I think it's going to be never. We're never going to get it. It's unfortunate. So the next thing that happened on the show, John Cena. John Cena kicked off his farewell tour. And honestly, they really didn't like talk about it too much other than him listing out his potential dream opponents like Gunther, Sheamus, Braun Breaker, I believe was one of them. And then he also talked about potentially wanting to go for title number 17, you know, breaking the record, Ric Flair's record. But he didn't know how to do it because he lost so many matches and he hasn't won his a single match since 2,000 days. And then he's trying to think of an idea, albeit in a corny way. And he thought of an idea of winning a Royal Rumble match. Winning a Royal match to have a one-way ticket to WrestleMania. And then that's basically John Cena's way of, I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble match. So I like it. I like John Cena in the Royal Rumble match. And I think he's going to be one of, if not the favorite to win it. And if he actually wins it, I'm not opposed to it. Sure, some people say, oh, that's a waste. But, I mean, even if he doesn't win it, I still think he'll win an Elimination Chamber match to get that WrestleMania spot. So, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's just Cena being pandering to the LA crowd, pandering to the Netflix executives. Yeah. It's just like Cena being a advertisement for the Netflix execs and the Netflix people at home. But yeah, so far with this episode, it's just been like a lot of confusion with this Netflix premiere. And it's going to get even more confusing because we had the Women's World Championship match with Liv Morgan defending her title against Rhea Ripley. And, well, it was just like basically 10 to 15 minutes until the inevitable happened. And that's exactly what happened. 10 to 15 minutes until the end. Well, the inevitable happened. Rhea Ripley finally got the title back that she claimed that she never lost, even though she had multiple chances to get it back and failed. But she finally got it on the 3rd try. She got her Women's World Championship back against Liv Morgan. Now, I'm not as disappointed. I'm not as surprised as many of the Liv fans out there, stands, whatever you want to call them, or most wrestling fans out there that are not necessarily Liv fans, but they're still rooting for her. I'm not disappointed that Liv didn't win because, let's be real, Triple H, he wanted this result in the end anyway. Like, I knew this was going to be the end result, regardless. So, I knew this was inevitable. Like, I'd say, like, as soon as Bad Blood, that this was going to be end. I'm just surprised. If not, I'd say, I don't know, indifferent that it went this long. I mean, I'm still glad though that Liv Morgan, despite the bad booking, again, that she went out to improve her character, improve her gimmick, improve her promos. She still continues to give the best despite bad booking. That said, though, I didn't like what happened post-match. I really hated it because it just felt like a character assassination I wouldn't go so far yet as to say burial to both Liv and Dom, because what happened post match was you had Dom going into the ring trying to steal the title from Rhea Ripley, but he got caught red-handed. Like his hand was in the cookie jar, and it's like, well, shit. He did this at Bash in Berlin too. Yet why is Triple H continually going to these tropes? It just felt like, like the 49ers season. It just felt like everything crumbled up in this little ball, and then it just rolled down the sandhill. And then Rhea Ripley caught him, and then he kicked him in the dick, and then she gave him what everyone had been clamoring for on the IWC for whatever sick reason, and she gave Dirty Dom the Riptide. Like, what sick individual do you have to be to want that? Like, I don't understand. Like, why do people find this funny? I don't know. This ending, like, also had a weird Undertaker cameo. Like, it had like a pointless Undertaker cameo that just him riding around a motorcycle, like Biker Taker, and then he gave Rhea Ripley like some rub, and yeah, they just posed at the end. I don't know, man. This just felt like, I expected the inevitable in this match, that Rhea Ripley was going to get the title back, and then she's going to continue her reign of error. But I just feel bad. I just feel bad for Dominic. I feel bad for Liv, because pretty much all their hard work with, trying to get this story together, especially during the summer, all their character work, even post SummerSlam, even through the hellacious booking during post SummerSlam, and it, just trying to keep this all together. It's just been like tossed away, burnt in the dumpster. Yeah, tossed away by Noseman in just one night. Just one night, man. I don't know where to go from here. Like, I really don't know where Liv and Dom, even Raquel, where do they go from here? I just hope it doesn't lead to this, like, the couple breakup angle. Because I feel like there's still some untapped potential there between the two. Like, they really didn't explore their relationship all that much, like why they got together and how they got together. Like, they didn't explore it all that much outside of like media interviews. Like, no one on TV like really knows this stuff, like, nor has the time to like go outside of like the wrestling bubble or like the wrestling TV to go and look for this stuff. Like, Triple H doesn't really do a good job of this, So I hope they Triple H and Liv and Dom find a way to continue exploring this. So hopefully they got something lined up in the next couple months and weeks. I just don't know where to go from here, though. I really don't. I mean, I do know that the Judgment Day needs to end soon, like ASAP, because I don't want them to find no damn swamp monsters at WrestleMania. So then we had Drew McIntyre taking on Jey Uso. I'm not sure exactly why this had to be on the Netflix card, but it was nice, though, to see Jey Uso making his way down the Intuit Dome, and everyone was jeeting. The lights were flashing, even though it was like a seizure warning waiting to happen. And then having the 360 cams like go all over the arena, catching Jay, Pat McAfee, and Travis Scott just doing the yeet all over. It was like the production was like so freaking insane in that arena with those cameras too. Like, it looked like a vibe in that arena. It makes me kind of regret a little bit not going to the Raw next week in San Jose. It always makes me regret not going to like a live show to experience Jey Uso's entrance. It just feels like so fun. It looks like so fun to experience in person. But anyway, when it comes to this match, though, not exactly a good match. Like, it felt slow. It felt tedious. Drew McIntyre and Jay just really didn't connect in this one. I don't know. It was like due to lack of time or just like something wasn't clicking with either person. Now, it was very odd for Drew also to handle out most of the offense and then to lose on a deadly roll up by Jay. So yeah, that's basically how Jay wins this match. Now, when it comes to Drew McIntyre's bloodline Hunter storyline. I wouldn't necessarily say it makes him look a little weak. It doesn't hurt him too much, but you can't be taking too many L's. Can't be taking too many L's, like this one. Otherwise, it's gonna start hurting his credibility. I'm not sure where he goes from here. Maybe he continues to feud with the Usos and Sami Zayn until he gets to Roman, but I'm not sure how they do that. Then we have the main event: Seth Rollins taking on CM Punk. I think this is a very good main event, and this was one that, like, by this point, the crowd was very tired, and the crowd, I'd say, woke up for this one. The match was very physical. Both men looked, they hate each other in real life, but they really brought the hatred to a professional level too. So they really want to express that as well, and they certainly did so. I kind of didn't like that this match was a finisher fest near the end of it. But I still liked it for the match for what it was, like when it comes to the physicality and the little story bit of Seth Rollins shit talking and CM Punk all match long, and Seth getting a little too emotional to the point where it ended up costing him the match because CM Punk took advantage, hit 2 straight go to sleeps, and yeah, he won this match relatively clean. I'm a little surprised by that. I thought it went to like a no contest or something, but no. Punk took the first, hopefully the first of a trilogy of matches going to WrestleMania, because I do think this is not the end of this. And if it is the end of this, I'd be a little disappointed. So, yeah, this is a very good main event match. Credit to both of them for putting their personal differences aside, especially Seth for letting Punk get this win. So hopefully this will be a first of 3 series in their little feud. So yeah, we'll see where it goes from here. I just don't know how Seth will try to get a rematch. So it'll be interesting to see going forward. Some of the other things that happened on this show included a bunch of celebrity cameos, celebrity sightings like Ashton Kutcher, like I said, Travis Scott, Vanessa Hudgens. You also had the kid from Home Alone, and I gotta say, I don't remember. The name can't ring up a bell right now, but he looks kind of the same as he was when he was a kid. Not gonna lie. But anyway, you had a bunch of other celebrities out there. Oh, Nikki Bella was back there for the first time in quite a while now. But anyway, you also had this little segment with Hulk Hogan. He came out there, and oh boy, this was very bad. And look, I don't talk, we don't do politics here on Very Cold Lasagna because I stray away from that. And that's basically the reason why this segment went basically off the rails. Like this is why things went off the rails for Hulk Hogan. So he basically came out to promote his new beer, and shill Raw being on Netflix now. But the LA crowd was basically, nope, that's not going to work for us, brother. They booed Hulk Hogan out of the building. And I felt bad for Jimmy Hart because he was just there chilling, waving the flag. And yeah, they just booed Hulk Hogan out of the building. And yeah, it feels disrespectful to boo a legend like Hulk Hogan. But Hulk Hogan's not necessarily the the cleanest guy in the world, I'm just saying. But it just still feels a little disrespectful, especially for what he did in the wrestling business. And then you had a couple things set for next week's Raw in San Jose, like the Women's Intercontinental Title Finals between Dakota Kai and Lyra Valkyria, a street fight between Damian Priest and Finn Balor that hopefully puts this feud to rest. I don't know why they're picking it up all of a sudden, but hopefully that puts this feud and hopefully the end of Judgment Day, especially considering that Liv lost her title. And then hopefully that gets Liv and Dom away from the Judgment Lane. And then supposedly Chad Gable's supposed to take on a mysterious opponent. And I think most of us know who that mysterious opponent will be. So overall, when you look at this first episode on Netflix, I think that, it certainly wasn't like an episode. I think most people have said this already. It was catered to the filthy casuals. it was an episode that, it was trying to bring in like all those new filthy casuals or all those people that haven't watched in a long time. And I got to be honest with you, it really didn't do a good job of that. I got to be honest with you. It did not do a good job of that. I mean, sure, they tried with the promo packages, but only the international people got that. Only the international viewers got those promo packages. I mean, sure, they were trying to explain who Roman Reigns was, or like Liv Morgan was, or Rhea Ripley was. But I mean, yeah, you're basically just getting like, I mean, sure, it would have helped like with some video packages. Like you didn't get your World Heavyweight Champion Gunther, but I mean, he was there in a video package. But I mean, it's not like you're gonna get a John Cena or Roman Reigns or The Rock every week. So you just gotta wonder if this is gonna be a sustainable thing going into the next couple months, especially when you have the roster that you have. I'm just saying. So overall, when you look at this episode, I'd say it's overhyped. It was overhyped for a first episode. Not to say that it was bad. I'm not saying it's bad per se, because when you look at it, the first bunch of it, like actually more than half of it was like, It was very, it was very mixed. Actually, I take that back. Yeah, more than half, other than the main event of Raw. Yeah, this show was like very missed. It was very missed. It was overhyped. Yeah, but again, the main event saved it. The main event saved it. So, yeah. Screw what I said earlier. Yeah, this was a very overhyped episode of the Raw on Netflix. So, it'll be interesting to see how they maintain it next week. Especially when they don't have the legends there. And I'm just curious to see how they try to advance the bloodline stuff. Now that Solo's no longer the tribal chief, the fake tribal chief, where do all these stories go? Like stories from here, especially now that they're all ended. Like, where does Roman go from here? Where does Liv go from here? Where does Rhea go from here? Because, yeah, that Women's World Championship has got no challengers, man. Especially in the long term. Like, where do you go from there? Where does everyone go from here? Like that's what they need to answer going to next week, especially when you got Saturday night's main event coming up, and then the Royal Rumble. You got a lot of questions to answer to keep those viewers tuned in. Certainly a lot to answer for. So, yeah, certainly a lot of things to answer for, and let's see if they'll be able to keep those viewers tuned in going to next week's show in my neck of the woods, San Jose, in the Bay Area. I'm not sure I'll be able to tune into that one, but I'll catch some highlights probably. But yeah, this was your little extra snippet of Very Cold Lasagna. Not a dedicated episode because just a lot in this one. Just a lot of content. So just a little thing that I want to provide for you all. So thank you for tuning into Very Cold Lasagna. This little extra on the Monday Night Raw premiere on Netflix. And until the next one, keep the lasagna very cold in the fridge with your takes on the world of sports. Let me know how you felt about the Raw premiere on Netflix. Let me know if you're going to be tuning in the next week. And what was your favorite moment or what you didn't like about this show? I'd like to know too. Anyway, until I see you, when I see you in the next one, peace out.